When pride stands tall, God's power humbles the mighty. The seventh plague, hail from heaven, when the sky spoke. Egypt's skies were rarely gray. For as long as people remembered, the sun had ruled above the land, bright, burning, faithful. It brought warmth to the river, life to the fields, and pride to the heart of Pharaoh. But that morning, the horizon looked strange. A stillness had settled over the air, heavy, like breath held too long. Even the birds were silent. Something was coming, something no one in Egypt had ever seen. Egypt's palace shimmered with gold, but Moses and Aaron entered unshaken. This was the seventh time they had stood before the king. 6 plagues had come, 6 had passed, and still Pharaoh's heart was stone. Moses raised his staff and said, "The Lord, the God of the Hebrews, says, 'Let my people go, so they may serve me. For this time I will send all my plagues upon your heart, that you may know there is none like me in all the earth.'" He paused. The hall was silent. Even Pharaoh's servants leaned forward, uneasy. Moses continued, "Tomorrow, about this time, I will cause heavy hail to fall, such as Egypt has never seen. Now, send word, gather your livestock and servants indoors. Whoever fears the word of the Lord will seek shelter, but whoever ignores it will be left in the open." Pharaoh stared, unmoved. Moses turned and walked away, leaving the words echoing through the marble hall. Across Egypt, whispers spread. The Hebrews' God will strike again. Some servants hurried to bring in their animals. Others laughed, shaking their heads. "The skies are clear. These are tricks." But in Goshen, where the Israelites lived, families gathered quietly inside. They remembered what God had said. Faith had taught them something Pharaoh never learned. When God warns, He means mercy first. The wind began to shift. The light dimmed, and somewhere far away, thunder spoke for the first time.
The next day, as the sun reached its highest point, the world darkened. Not with clouds of dust, but with rolling waves of black thunderclouds stretching from horizon to horizon. The palace guards dropped their spears and ran for cover. The farmers looked up in awe and fear. A single drop fell, then another. Then a crash like the splitting of mountains. White fire streaked the sky, and with it came hail, massive, cold stones hammering the ground, breaking trees, crushing huts, smashing the idols that lined Egypt's roads. The sky glowed red and white as lightning laced through the falling ice. Fire danced inside the storm, flame wrapped in frost. The land screamed beneath it. Everywhere the storm raged. Men and animals fled. The proud crops, barley, flax, vines were flattened, shredded, gone. The gods of Egypt were silent. Their temples cracked beneath the hailstones that rained from the heavens they claimed to rule. In the royal stables, horses panicked. Chariots splintered beneath the ice. Even Pharaoh's sacred gardens, the pride of his palace, were torn apart, leaves scattered like ashes in the wind. But just beyond the storm's edge, Goshen stood untouched. Children looked out their windows and saw only calm skies. The same clouds that thundered judgment on Egypt hovered softly over their fields, as if angels had drawn invisible walls of light around them. So Pharaoh sent for Moses and Aaron once more. Rain still beat against the palace doors when the servants brought them in. Pharaoh's robe was torn. His crown lay on the floor. "I have sinned this time," he said. "The Lord is righteous. I and my people are wicked. Pray to your God that there be no more thunder or hail, and I will let you go." Moses looked at him, tired but merciful. "When I leave the city, I will spread out my hands to the Lord. The thunder will cease, the hail will stop, and you will know that the earth is the Lord's. But as for you, Pharaoh, I know that you still do not fear him." Moses stepped out through the shattered gates and raised his hands toward heaven. At once the storm stopped. The thunder grew quiet. The clouds opened, revealing a soft, golden light spilling across the broken land. Steam rose from the ground where fire had met ice. Birds slowly returned to the sky. Egypt held its breath, and in that silence, Pharaoh's pride breathed again. He looked over the ruin of his fields and hardened his heart. The storm had spoken, but Pharaoh refused to listen. He saw loss, but not mercy. He saw judgment, but not grace. God's warnings were never cruel. Each one was a door still open. Each storm a question. Will you turn now? Even as hail fell from heaven, mercy was still falling with it, mercy that could have stopped everything with one word of surrender. But Pharaoh's heart was a kingdom with locked gates. He would rather break than bow. That night, the stars returned, brighter than before. Egypt slept under a bruised sky, and somewhere far away in Goshen, families whispered prayers of thanks. They had seen what obedience can do, how faith builds shelter even when walls cannot. The God who controls the storm had protected them again. He was not finished yet. Because the story of the plagues wasn't just about Egypt, it was about hearts. The question still stands for everyone. Will we listen when God speaks softly, or must he speak through the storm? Next time on Tiny Bible Tales, the 8th plague, the swarm of locusts, when green turns to dust and Pharaoh faces the hunger of his own pride.